Okay, I'm on push to talk now. Wait, you want me to say stuff?
No. We're just waiting for people now.
Okay. Think you're going to finish 7 and just go on to 8?
At the very least, I should be able to finish 7. I don't know how long most people are going to have to watch, so 8 is going to kind of be one of those, like, ask chat thing when we get there.
Alright.
I would like to go on to 8.
I think 8 might be my favorite Mega Man,
I agree.
except for the X games, but of the original series, I mean.
By that I mean I agree that it's your favorite.
Well, it's not really up for debate.
Alright, Vorp says he'll be here soon. And
Oh,
really,
well,
Vorp is all we need.
get warped.
Have I told you about my Vorp rig? Bubblegum flavored.
Great. I mean, the rigs aren't flavored, it's the fluid.
Oh no, this rig is flavored.
Just take a bite off of it. Have you considered doing Mega Man and Bass?
Yeah, that and the X games, because I've never actually played any of the X games.
I wonder if they're going to do like an X Legacy collection. I hope they do.
They should. I would like that a lot, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Again, mostly for archival purposes, because my understanding is most of those games are not that good.
No. I don't know why you think that.
I saw that boss that keeps screaming, burn it to the ground. I know everything there is to know about Mega Man X.
No, you do not.
Well, I know close to enough.
No. You want to talk about bad Mega Man games? Mega Man Battle Network.
Oh, sure. I remember riding the bus with a lot of kids who played that back in high school and never understood what the appeal was.
I played a good chunk of the first one, and that was it.
Yes, Ozzy, it's the meme stream.
That guy's in timeout.
That's good, it gives us plenty more time to eat Tide Pods.
Okay.
See who else shows up here.
You see that Super Bowl ad for Tide?
No, I did not.
It's actually all right.
I did not watch any Super Bowl ads so far outside of that Solo trailer and
Oh no.
oof. Yeah.
Ugh.
Turns out Star Wars was a mistake.
No, it turns out Ron Howard was a mistake, but anyone could have seen that coming.
I don't know, man. I wonder how much of that is just Ron Howard looking at that dumpster fire and going, "Oh, I can't even fix this."
No, because I bet the original version of it probably would have been all right. It was just too goofy for them. Also, Ron Howard has not made a good movie in a very long time.
What was the last good thing he made?
The Grinch.
Oh, right. Wait, what? No. It's a terrible movie.
No. Um, I'm actually not sure. Oh,
I
Angels and Demons.
I worked with someone they've since left of their own free will and were not fired for having a really terrible taste in movies. But I walked by and, like, throughout the month of December, I think there were three totally different instances where they were watching all of the live action Grinch at their desk.
Sounds like a cool person.
And on the whiteboard again are like rotating whiteboard questions. It was like, what is your favorite holiday film? And somebody had just wrote in really big letters, The Grinch! And I have to assume it was them and they were talking about the live action one.
Yeah, probably.
Ugh.
Ed TV was in 1999. That's a Ron Howard movie.
Ron Howard's
But no,
movies
the
are
actual
as
answer.
unfortunate as he looks.
You know that book series, A Series of Unfortunate Events? It's
It,
about Ron Howard's career.
oh, no.
But no, the actual answer is 2008, which is when Frost Nixon came out.
Oh. Wait, is that
Although some people seem to like Rush, and that was 2013, so I don't know.
that was the Nixon movie where at the end he's yelling, fuck him, right?
No, that's Secret Honor. That's a Robert Altman
Okay.
movie.
Alright. That
Frost Nixon
seemed
is with Frank Langella and Michael Sheen.
I was gonna say, because that scene seems a little too cool for a Ron Howard movie.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm still just waiting for a few more people to get in.
And they made a third Da Vinci Code movie. You know that?
Yeah, I think there were
It's
three
7
books.
years after Angels and Demons Inferno.
Oh, well, the church is still up to some stuff.
Sure. Da Vinci, he's still plotting stuff.
Gotta get Tom Hanks back in one of those gay little European cars for an embarrassing chase.
No, that's Muppets Most Wanted. You know, where the dad from Modern Family teams up with Sam the Eagle because they're both Interpol agents.
I still have not seen that movie. I really want to. I like that.
It's very good.
I like the Muppet movie before it.
It's better than the first new Muppet.
Huh. I liked the first new Muppet a lot. Yes,
I
I'll say
like it
jail
quite a bit.
time is over.
Oh, hold on a second.
Recidivism is a real problem in this stream.
Yes, it is.
I don't know, Rom Ram. I think Larry's just having some fun.
Maybe. You know, just some pre-stream goof 'em ups.
The chat cop has gone rogue.
Gone dirty.
Turn in your badge and your gun.
No, I've gone rogue. Why would I do that?
I'm
Chat
just
lives matter.
picturing. I'm just picturing that Seinfeld scene of Kramer bust into that guy's home screaming, "I'm a good cop. I'm a damn good cop."
Yeah. Make love to that wall, pervert.
Hey, Fawful. Alright, I think we got enough people now.
Yeah, sure. It's as much as we're gonna get.
Yeah. Hey everyone, it's Mega Man Mega Mondays. Here at the beginning of Futanari February's. I'm George.
And I'm Larry.
Yeah. And this is the second half of Mega Man 7. I looked ahead a little bit. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot more game left. Like, this one doesn't have a second Wily Castle or anything, so I'm not anticipating this being a super long stream or anything.
Yeah, so really, you mean like this is the end of Mega Man 7, not the second half.
I don't know, I still kind of view these games as, you know, once you hit the castle, it's the second half, but yeah, that's mostly based off the fact that for like a while, you got like multiple castles and stuff, so.
Yeah. Dr. Cossack and whatnot.
Oh, sure. And his daughter, Kalinka.
Sure.
May or may not be a robot.
Is that a plot point? I don't remember that.
No, I'm just making shit up.
Okay, great.
I don't know shit about Mega Man.
I don't know the lore of Mega Man.
Oh, absolutely not. Time these just right.
I do think it's really cute how you went over to the right after dropping down as though there was any chance that you would still be able to get to where you need to be.
I'm good at video games. Oh, I don't like this at all. It turns out all the lights. Freezing February. I would not know what that is like, Romram, because it has been like 60, 70 degrees where I'm at.
Lucky you.
I have not had to run the heat for about a month now. It's actually been pretty nice.
Yeah, brag about it some more.
I will. How much money I'm saving? Not that much.
Not much, because from what I understand, you had a messed up bill.
Yeah, my bill was all kinds of fucked, so... Oh boy. See, this is when I gotta start using all the rush stuff.
I played some Overwatch today.
Oh, why would you do that to yourself?
You're
You're a bright young man with a brilliant future ahead of him. Why would you waste it on Overwatch?
No, that's true.
It's a good one, right?
Oh no, I kind of just wanted to... Well, for one thing, I wanted to try that new character, see what the deal was with it. And they've also added a new map, which is really weird.
Is it the, like, moon one?
No, it is Blizzard Land, so it's like a theme park
Oh,
based
right.
around Blizzard stuff. That's... I do not like that at all.
Just the concept of it, or the actual layout to the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The concept.
Conceptually, it's
very like, hey guys, look at our rich history. Check out all this stuff. By the way, it's all Warcraft.
What else would it be?
StarCraft.
Overwatch, weirdly enough.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's like, if you're going to have a theme park based around a company, it should be something a little bit more diverse than Blizzard, who just stole all their stuff from Games Workshop.
Yeah. Yeah. At the same time, I don't know what else to expect from them. They finally start adding maps in, and that's the kind of shit that they do, so...
The moon one's alright. The Junk World, or whatever it's called, one is alright. But yeah.
How is Moira, by the way? Because I heard that she plays fun, she just looks like a fucking atrocity.
Yeah, she has fun to play. Basically, her main attack, one of the mouse buttons is an actual attack that drains enemies, also gives you energy back, and then the other mouse button heals, so it just does a healing beam. And she can also shoot out these orbs, which are the same thing. You could choose if they want to either heal things around them or damage them. So I don't know. Yeah, I thought she was fun to play. Kind of like Zenyatta, really, but a bit closer range.
Mega Man running fast. Yeah, I don't know when, if ever, I will go back to Overwatch, so that's neat that they're finally adding some maps in that game, because that was one of the main things that was kind of turning me away from it.
Yep. Finally.
Yeah. It only took them way longer than it should have to begin with.
I'm also pretty sure they're putting out less maps than Rainbow Six Siege is, and the Sieges are way more complicated, so I don't know.
Yeah, and Siege is like actually putting out characters fairly consistently on top of that.
Yep.
I still want to try that new mode, that like Left 4 Dead looking thing.
Yep, that'll be out when the new season drops early March. It's only going to be up for a month, too.
Wait, what?
It's a limited time thing. It's only for a month.
Oh, that's lame.
When the season starts. Well, come on. They're going to bring it back. Like, it's obviously just like a testing thing to see how people react to it.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it also has new levels. Like, they're not going to just waste all that on a 1 month thing.
That ate my input. Yeah, I really need to go back to... Oh yeah, they're delicious. I really need to go back to Rainbow Six Siege. Need to do some more sieging.
I'll say he's not a Brit, apparently.
Oh, he's Slavic. I just think it's really funny to misidentify him as a Brit. Fuck. This section sucks.
Do you have anything that can light the area up?
You know, I'm not sure.
Like some sort of thunder thing? I don't know.
I do have a thunder move. I don't know if it will light anything up, but I can try. People also say Ozzy is a furry.
Apparently.
Ozzy just getting it from both ends today.
I heard he likes that.
Oh no. It was much better when Ozzy was not around, so we can just shit talk him without me having to look into his eyes.
Yeah, no, it's better this way.
I don't know. There is a dude who is a very vocal furry on the Gigaboots Discord.
What do those red things do?
On the wall?
Yeah, like I can't tell what they actually do when the things go through them.
I don't know. There's cool lights.
No, the things on the tracks.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's just an aesthetic thing. I think that's just part of the way they...
Because they're at, like, specific parts of the track.
Waffle is very fleshy. It's funny, though, with the furry guy, because unless there's two people there with a username that involves Lucario in some way, I remember people giving him a lot of shit on stream, going like, oh yeah, this dude's totally a furry, and them insisting like, no, I'm not. Only to eventually go like, yeah, I'm a furry.
Yeah.
Look, you got Lucario in your avatar and your username, or even just one of those two things. You're a furry.
What if I
That
have
doesn't look like it.
Renamon in my avatar?
That's even worse, actually.
Oh no. Oh, hold on. I have to go change some stuff.
How much adult artwork is on this site where Renamon is your avatar?
Is there a percentage higher than 100?
Yeah, it's not a legitimate percentage, but sure, I guess.
I don't know. Lou Ferrigno told me that he can go 110%.
You know, I've never told anybody my Lou Ferrigno story on here.
Oh, well, this is good time again.
So, for a while, I did not know that Lou Ferrigno was in fact deaf, so I thought the reason he talked so funny was that he just got hit in the head a lot
Yeah.
and suffered from some sort of brain damage.
Because I think it was that episode of Adventure Time where he was like the guest star on it. I was like, well, they got Lou Ferrigno in it, which is kind of weird since he has that lisp because he's deaf. And then you were like, what?
Oh, no. It was an episode of The Apprentice where they were doing something for deaf people. And then,
No,
he and Molly Matlin had some conversation about
okay.
having shitty ears.
Alright, I guess that's it. It's Marley Matlin, by the way, not Molly Matlin. Thanks.
Just saying it like she says it.
Hey now.
Ew.
Ba-dum-psh.
Ah, cha. Ozzy is half deaf, apparently. Oh, God, I just summoned in Rush to hurt him.
Attack Rush.
Ass just jumping around everywhere. Face. Ass, I don't know. Ah, shit, I'm dead.
Ozzy thinks I'm serious.
Well, it's about time you revealed to everybody you were Left Eye Lopez.
Yeah, well, I meant the earlier part, but yes, that too.
I wonder if Base is actually weak to anything in particular.
I was gonna say treble as a joke, and then I remembered that's his, like, Panther thing.
Yeah.
It's all about that bass.
I like my coffee black, just like my metal.
Yes.
I'm just gonna use knee tank.
On base?
Yeah, he's fucking me. I only got like one more life. And I would like to figure out if he's
This
weak
is
to
shameful.
anything. Yeah.
No, it is not pronounced a bass. Come on, Fawful.
Don't they actually say it in a game?
Maybe an 8. I don't remember.
Yeah, but see, they also say Dr. Wily, so I don't think I would trust any of the pronunciations
yeah, you
in that
can't
game.
believe anything in 8. Sega Bass Fishing. Yep, classic.
Oh my god, is it going to actually make me do that fight all over again? Real fucked up game.
Probably.
Thank you, Rush.
And they say bass in Mega Man 8, and that makes sense considering what a mess the voice acting is in that game. But his Panther is named Treble, so yeah, it's bass. Sorry.
Is it a panther or is it like a wolf?
I think it's a panther.
I always thought it was a wolf.
That's just because you love Duran Duran so much.
Oh yeah, well, I'm hungry like the wolf.
Two streams in a row we've mentioned Hungry Like the Wolf.
I don't know what it is exactly. I went down a news hole on the YouTubes the other day. And one of these videos I was watching just kind of offhand mentioned that like the alt-right tried to co-opt Duran Duran for a while, and I need to know what the fuck that's about.
I don't know.
All these Nazis listening to Hungry Like a Wolf.
Honestly, it keeps asking if you have the super adapter. I don't know what that means.
Considering I only got one letter out of Rush, I'm betting that no, I do not have super anything.
Didn't you get the power converter thing?
I did, yeah, I got that.
Maybe that's what it means. I don't know. Warp's here. We're saved.
Finally. Yes, welcome to the political side of YouTube. All I did was mention that yeah. Become a subscriber to the Young Turks today. My name is Chink Younger. Let me get mad about politics.
Is that his name? I don't know.
It's
the guy that kind of looks like Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Yeah, right? Like, that's the thing that always weirds me the fuck out. Like, Reggie, why are you so mad?
Check out this video of a dog getting shot by police officers.
Play the game.
Play our game.
I do need to get myself out of that habit, though, of, like, for whatever reason, I'll just sometimes really get deep into, like, news and political opinion videos, and I should not be doing that because it is always a miserable experience.
Waffle kind of brings up a good point. The Young Turks are almost just like the flip side of Alex Jones.
Yeah, they are. I have watched a few of their videos, and I have a lot of coworkers who religiously watch their videos, and it just sort of seems like the same kind of screaming, but from the other side.
Apparently there's some turtle coming up that you're gonna have a real good time with.
Which one of the turtles?
Well, people seem to really dislike him, so I'm going to guess Michelangelo.
Oh, gross. Alright, nice. Got on at that time. I'm just gonna make a save state so I don't have to do all this over and over again.
Coward's way out.
Yep, that's me. I'm making no excuses.
The people who comment on political videos always sound really angry. Yeah, the people who make the videos sound really angry.
Yeah. I mean, that whole market exists for the sake of validation, basically. You know exactly where to go for people to say the same thing that you're thinking more angrily than you are. And it feels good.
Yeah. It's kind of why I stopped watching Samantha Bee, too. Because it was just like,
yeah.
Come on, we get it.
That's the reason why I like John Oliver, is he'll get into really weird subjects that should not be interesting to me at all.
Yeah, his stuff's good, because it's more about, like, systemic issues.
Yeah, hold on a second. I have an alarm going off.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I took a nap yesterday and forgot to reset that alarm.
The government heard you mention John Oliver.
Oh no.
You're on the list.
Well, sure, he went to Russia that one time, so...
Yeah, to meet Edward Snowden.
Yeah.
Remember Edward Snowden?
Who?
Edward Snowden?
I don't...
It's really good
I don't
name.
know what that,
Remember they made a movie about him starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt
Yeah.
that nobody watched?
Everyone just said,
Literally
who the
nobody.
fuck is Edward Snowden?
No, people knew him, but by the time that movie came out, no one cared anymore.
I think that was still my favorite, or at least the most interesting part of that interview, when, Edward really thought that people still cared about him or the stuff that he brought up, and John was just like, no, not really. Everybody moved on.
Yep.
Sorry you're trapped in Russia.
Totally worth it.
Yep. Alright.
Whistleblower.
Let's see what this boss is.
Bet that's that hot turtle that I've heard so much about.
This isn't a turtle at all.
Well, I was lied to.
Yeah, that doesn't do much damage. What about T-Bolt? No! Ow! E-Warp? Crap? No?
You think this is like, Gutsman's original, like, brain chip is in there? And he's like, what have you done to me?
Yeah. Now, Mega Man is full of horrors. Junk? No? Fuck. I'm already crying, Fawful. Let's try Claw. Yeah, shit. This still ain't going well, but this seems to damage him quite a bit. Fuck. That dude just headbutted me in the dick.
Yeah, so speaking of flawless runs of video games, I watched the AGDQ race of Yoshi's Island. And
Can you really have a
that was
flawless
pretty
run
cool.
in a game that is so inherently flawed?
Yes. Yes. Because you have to play the game by its own rules.
Oh, I can slash the boulders back at him.
Yeah, I wasn't going to tell you that because you're not supposed to get hints. I think. No, no. I forget what the rules here are. Except no memes and no Monty Python.
Yes, that's right. Those are basically the only rules. The first rule is there are no rules. You know, just like Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, or Fight Club.
No, the first rule of Fight Club was you don't talk about Fight Club. You just
don't
broke
talk
it.
about Mega Man either.
Oh, it's
But
true.
I'm not in Fight Club. I am not bound to its rules.
We kind of keep
I've
on
never seen
jumping.
that movie.
Oh, you never seen Fight Club?
Nope.
It's all right.
Yeah, probably. I have a strong distaste for Chuck Palahniuk. Or whatever it's pronounced, I don't know.
I really don't like this boss. Like, I kind of hate any boss that is just constantly jumping and shooting. That shit is really annoying.
Yeah, what does he think he's in Quake?
I think he thinks he's Proto Man, but he is not Proto Man, sir.
Sir, I worked with Proto Man. You are no Proto Man.
Speaking of AGDQ stuff, boy, people really seem to like that Bloodborne playthrough. And I am not sure why. Because that thing was like 2.5 hours of some dude going like, "Don't mean me, bro." Apparently that's good commentary at an AGDQ.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So the best thing about the Yoshi's Island race is that one dude was, I think, like the favorite going into it, and he keeps trying these super risky skips and stuff, and tanks it almost every time.
Bye, Ooze. So he was trying to showboat, basically?
Kind of. Well, they would give him an advantage, and actually he was kind of pulling off most of the more difficult skips, but there were a couple where he just like dies and it puts him way back. Forrest Gump, what's your opinion on Forrest Gump? It's fine.
I've never seen Forrest Gump.
It's been a long time
Fucking
since I've seen it.
God, I hate this boss.
It's okay. You know, he's not wrong. Life is kind of like a box of chocolates.
Try a different weapon on this guy. Alright, let's try this. That's one of those movies where I have seen basically all there is to see about it anyway, so I have no reason to watch it.
I actually kind of wonder if you really have or not, because that movie's weird. Like, the way it... I don't know. It's just really weird. How, I don't know. Like, all the historical stuff in it is bizarre.
Like splicing footage together and things like that.
That, but just like how it's like, this guy was present at like every major historical event of the past 40 years. Like, I mean, it's one step away from that part in Watchmen where after JFK gets assassinated, you see the comedian on the grassy knoll. Like, that's pretty much what Forrest Gump is.
Yeah. Yeah, Rom, tell me what Bass's weakness is. Bass's weakness, because I am fucking done fighting this guy. It's the thing mostly with him jumping into my body, which is like exacerbated by the fact that the sprites are fucking huge in this game and the player area is small.
Also, I kind of just realized, Bass's name isn't even Bass in the Japanese one, it's Forte.
Yep.
Which is also music-based, but like, what's Proto Man's name in the Japanese version?
I don't know what Proto Man's name is.
Cool. Blues.
Oh, that's
I'd
right.
forgotten that.
Yeah. Fucking shit.
I do just like how they sanitized Mega Man and Proto Man's names from the music references, but kept everyone else like the same.
Yeah, it's still like Roll, isn't it? And
Yeah, it's
rush.
still a roll.
Okay. Alright, jeez. So I need to kill all these cockroaches.
Apparently Thunderbolt was the weakness.
Really? Well, crap.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Yeah,
really
but
hoping
that's
for
when you
health off
can
like
slash
any of
those
those
boulders
guys.
back.
Alright. Well, hopefully that won't be as rough as Bass. Base. I keep doing that. I have no idea why, I just do.
Thanks, Waffle. Thunder! Whoa, whoa, whoa. You been thunderstruck. What's your favorite AC/DC song?
Back in Black. I don't know
It's a pretty good
AC/DC
one.
songs.
I like If You Want Blood, You Got It. It's a good one.
You can't knock those back, it seems. You can only break them. I have no idea how I'm supposed to dodge that thing where he rushes forward, and that does a lot of damage.
Oh no.
Because he'll hit the other side of the screen. And then the last time that I, like, knocked him out of it, he just goes right back into it again. Oh, okay, I gotta hit it before he hits it.
Okay. I think when he comes at you, maybe you have to, like, jump and shoot him. Maybe with a buster. Because it seems like the hitbox for him grabbing you is pretty big.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that didn't go well.
Well,
Well, let's try back here and use the Thunderbolt. Not digging these bosses in the Wily stages so far.
I don't know. At least they're unique. I
There's
dislike the
nothing
ones
unique
where it's
about
just
Base.
like,
He's just doing the Proto Man shit.
well, sure, but I don't know. I just really like the ones, or really dislike the ones where it's just like, here's a big thing. Or boss rushes. You're the absolute worst.
Well, there is a boss rush in this game, so...
I know.
Alright, I'm going to need to use this anyway because the checkpoint is all the way back before this guy.
This does not seem to be doing any more damage.
No, but I think it's probably a little bit faster. So. That's cool how you lose your Mega Buster charge if you go between rooms too. So I can't just like power it up before a boss.
Yep. Yet another way Mega Man X is superior.
The other Mega Man games in this series let you charge it up before going into a boss room. It's just this one
Yeah, but also
that seems to
Mega Man
not
X.
let you. Oh, well, no, I
X,
kept it
you
that
can
time.
jump up walls.
I don't know. This game is weird with how it dictates when you can and cannot use that between rooms, I guess. Fuck.
Is there anything that indicates where the boulder is going to drop from?
I think it's going to drop where I'm at.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Rom, tell me what the secret to dodging his grab attack is, because he's dead now. And I have no idea
Yeah,
what I was
great
supposed
timing.
to do there.
I wonder if maybe you had to, like, slide as soon as he tries to charge it.
Shoot him a bunch.
Shoot. See, that's what I was saying.
That's fucking stupid.
Well, with non-charge buster. Okay, so I was kind of right. I said shoot him with buster. But don't listen to me. I'm not a Mega Man expert.
No, you're not. That's Ooze.
The guy who keeps dying constantly on this.
Ooze is a Mega Man expert. He was the one who's supposed to be helping me with everything, but, you know. Where's Ozzy now?
It's turtle time.
Writing a manifesto about his hate for Mega Man 5, probably.
Such a weird thing to be hung up on.
It is. It is. And I would not bring it up as much if not for the fact that that is pretty much all I know about Ozzy.
He is a mystery and an enigma. Also a Brit.
Yes, yeah, no, it's not beat around the bush here. He is a limey fuck. More British than John Oliver, some would say.
Come on, nobody is more British than John Oliver.
Hey, an extra life. Ozzy is apparently Slavic and his name is pronounced Aze, not Ozzy.
Hey!
Hey! Hey, Aze is here!
A's.
Does he just go like, actually, it's pronounced Aze?
Wouldn't you?
Fuck yeah, I would. No, I don't want to fight you again.
Too bad.
Okay, I gotta fight Trouble. Oh no, he combined with... Fuck off.
Prepare for treble and make it double. This reminds me
This
of
isn't fun.
Man. But you got that big jump.
Alright, you know what? I'm trying Thunderbolt here because I wonder if maybe he's actually weak to it in this form. I wonder if maybe Romram was getting a little...
Maybe. Is that supposed to be a square like that, or is that like something up with the emulation here?
I'm not actually sure. He does so much
weird.
damage to me. Fuck off.
Apparently is weak to Super Adapter in this form, which is why people were hoping you had it.
Great.
Also, I don't remember where that was.
I think you have to get all of the Rush letters.
Great.
Yeah, which are better hidden than Beat was in the last game, so...
Why was that place covered in turtles, by the way?
I'm assuming because the next boss is a turtle boss.
Maybe. Maybe Base just really likes turtles.
You tell me this is what that I Like Turtles kid grew up to be?
Yep, they were face painting Base, and he was a zombie and he liked turtles.
It's cool how all of my weapons just do like the same amount of damage.
Yeah, I don't think he's weak to anything else, so
Nice.
good luck with this. Oh, do not waste coil. Little tip.
It's also cool that if I hit save checkpoint, it's not actually a save state, so I get to watch this shit every single time.
Yeah.
Try it again anyway. For funsies.
Come on, for fun. Quote from Garfield, the Lasagna World Tour. Yes, apparently do not use coil, because you'll need that for something. Freeze actually did a bigger chunk than anything else.
Yeah, I'm kind of just playing around at this point and seeing what works.
I think Freeze is your best bet.
He just does so damn much damage.
Then don't get hit.
Easier said than done, because if I thought this game weren't floaty before, fuck me.
I thought you were just going to say easier said than done, cuz like you were Tito from Rocket Power.
That's right, brah.
Going down to the surf shack.
Oh, cool, he can just, like, fly right through the fucking level. Neat! You should game over, get max E-tanks, a weapon tank, and a super adapter. Oh, boy. Alright, fine, when I'm done with this. It's neat how part of
Never
what
give
you
up,
need to
never
beat the
surrender.
game is to go get all this optional bullshit, instead of just being able to use what you have, like a normal Mega Man game.
Remember how we thought this wasn't going to take that long?
Yeah. Then decided to shit the bed in the Wily stages. Actually, I think I might be able to beat him with E-Ice attack.
Yeah, see, that wasn't terrible.
Yeah. Unless, so if chat can confirm, is there like another couple of bosses where it's like, fuck you, you should have got the super mode or whatever? Or is it just this dude and then I'm done?
So I think you can get this.
Yeah.
Just like only try to attack him when he's stationary like that, because
Yeah.
you can't seem to damage him anyway when he's moving. Just focus on dodging the other stuff. Apparently base is the only like roadblock.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just don't go for a second hit when he does that Dragon Ball power-up thing, because you can't get out in time and he just nukes you.
Ah, shit. I should have slid under that. Fuck. Alright.
Serious time.
Yep. There. Christ.
Hooray!
Ah.
See, it wasn't that bad.
I still don't like that boss.
No, I don't
I
either,
maintain
but
that is a shitty boss.
it is. Mostly just because he has so many parts where you can't damage him.
Yeah. I sure hope I get health.
It's turtle time.
What the fuck am I supposed to do about this?
That's a good question.
Jesus Christ. Okay, good. There's some health right there. Not enough health, but there is health. Okay, why can't I? There. Oh, cool. More of this fire stuff.
Everyone loves fire stuff.
Yeah. Actually, I should probably make a save.
Did you like Everybody Loves Raymond?
Fuck! No, God no. Did anyone actually like Everybody Loves Raven?
Russians love it. A's is back, by the way.
These rooms are laid out some like some real dog shit, man. Like
Yeah,
with these enemies
like, it's like somebody took a stamp tool, or like in Mario Maker, and was just like, here, blop, 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 blop.
Yeah. Game was made in 3 months, so...
So you're saying that's probably exactly what they did?
Yeah. I am.
Can't damage that thing with normal buster shots, it's gonna be charged. Or not, I guess. It seemed like there were times when you shot it with normal, and it was just like, blink. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, the delay means you were probably past that before I even mentioned it.
Absolutely. Okay, so that one is shooting up. Fuck.
You know, the opioid epidemic is a real problem.
Alright, I don't even know how you're supposed to make that jump without just using Rush Coil from this position. And I just heard Rush. And I did it again.
Animal cruelty going on here.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Could be worse. The fire here could, like, instantly kill you.
This is still pretty bad, because it seems like I am supposed to use Rush on these things, but they do not give you a whole hell of a lot of room to do that.
Yeah.
And then in some instances, it's just flinging you up into shit you can't even see, really. So, fuck. So, Super Adapter, I see, says Vorp. So there's no more bullshit in this game that needs Super Adapter, also said Vorp.
No, he said there was more, but it was more like item-based instead of, like, weaknesses, I guess.
I mean, again, this enemy placement on these platforms seems so slapdash. And then, like, in some cases, they're just straight up disappearing because of the way that the screen wrapping is working, I guess. This game seems, like, not well designed.
Maybe.
Again, almost as if somebody only gave the development team 3 months to work on this.
Yeah, the Mega Man series is long and illustrious. Video game's most classic series. And you can't bat 1,000.
I like how in interviews Inafune is quoted as saying that the development team had a lot of fun working on Mega Man 7.
Inafune says a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He said Mighty Number 9 was gonna be good.
He did. Jesus Christ, that was close.
What Rush song is?
Say what?
What do you think Rush's favorite Rush song is?
Flag Salesman. Fuck.
What?
Give me a moment. I'm trying to... Okay, I keep sticking to this fucking ladder for some reason. And also these enemies I thought just, like, disappeared from the fucking screen. I don't know, man. I'm having a fucking mini stroke right now trying to figure out this bullshit level design.
That's the only explanation I can figure out for why you said a black salesman.
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of dealing with some shit at the moment.
Okay.
This fucking sucks. This fucking sucks. I want to get to the credits so I can find out which asshole is responsible for this.
Is this your, like, Knuckles on a stalactite moment?
Yeah. God
like,
damn
right,
it.
I'm done.
I'm actually very tempted just to look up a cheat code to go to the next level.
Come on, man. You can't do that.
I have never legitimately finished this game, and I am remembering why.
I have, but I am wondering how. I guess, you know, when you're a kid and you have lots of time and... No, I don't think I ever played this originally on the Super Nintendo. I played it in the PS2 collection. So I just skipped this one for whatever reason.
God, it's just, part of it's just these jumps just suck to make. Just like bonking my head against these things, because I have to be way over, and then I just get hit, and then I get hit again.
I think Rush's favorite Rush song is probably Cygnus X2 Book 1. Or Bytor and the Snow Dog.
Okay,
Apparently
I'm
you can
trying
go
to
a
figure
shop in
out.
between, and you should probably buy what you think.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I'm even supposed to, like, make it out of this room. Because it doesn't look like I should be able to make any of these jumps.
Rush is... Okay, Vorpal, come on. Is the intro song to Sonic Rush the one that samples Hot 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 by Buster Poindexter?
I don't know. It's been a while since I listened to any of the soundtrack of that game. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this room.
Am I misremembering that? Isn't there one that uses like feeling hot hot hot?
No, I think that's in the game.
Okay. It should
Alright,
be.
am I crazy like you're looking at this too? Can you wrap your head around how I'm supposed to make it out of this thing? None of my
Unless you
jumps
could
are...
get Rush on the very
Okay,
edge of
okay,
that thing
okay.
on the left.
I just had to make a very tight jump. That did not look like I should have been able to do.
Yeah.
I did not think
Yes,
that...
her.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I don't know what this boss is weak to at all.
Considering how everyone was adamant that you need to save coils, probably coil.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's super neat. That just keeps you locked there like that for an eternity.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Apparently coil and wrap. So maybe try that too.
Hmm.
Would also help if you had more health going into this.
Yes, it would. Oh, well, I can get health off these guys. Not much, but...
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Those guys are cute. Look at those little turtles just crawling on out of there.
And then I put them in the bubble and I make them blow up.
You know, it's a circle of life.
Yep.
Elton John knows about it. I'm gonna change the video title here just a second.
Yeah, sure. That doesn't hurt them. Jump shield.
Okay, done.
I cannot view it at the moment. What did you change it to?
Mega Man 7 Secret of the Ooze.
Radical.
Tubular.
Reaganomics. Eclectic.
Yeah.
Oh, thought he was gonna release his babies. Fuck, 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 fuck!
Release the babies.
Alright, cool. I hope that that is the last, like, actual Dr. Wily stage, and it is just, like, straight to a boss rush and then a final boss. I really hope that's the case, because both of these stages so far have fucking sucked ass.
I should mention there was a comment by Rom earlier where he said this would be his least favorite boss, but they remembered the boss of stage 3.
Fuck off.
And in between, buy some E-tanks. Or don't.
No, I'm gonna game over.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason I'm heading in here.
Yep, stage 3, and then 4 is the boss rush.
Hurt me more, daddy.
Gross.
Yeah.
More speedrun stats, more...
How
damage
do I
boosting.
go to the shop?
Why are you asking me?
I'm more asking chat than you. Although, if you know.
Try pressing the other buttons, I don't know. Select?
Yep, select does it.
Hey! Hey, yeah, Warp says select.
Oh, God. Disgusting. I'm inside of its body. And I have to add unbirthing to the tags.
Welcome to Big Eddie's.
And buy myself an extra life here. So I have a feeling I'll need
Wait,
it.
I like how it has... It makes no mention of, like, press select to go to the shop. When I played this, I'm sure I had no idea this existed.
It might have mentioned it when we were talking through, like, one of the cutscenes in the game, so I didn't want to be all like, oh, the game doesn't explain how to get to the shop.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, it
Never
might
noticed
be
it.
this was in the instruction manual and nothing else or something like that. Enables you to exit from a stage. Well, no, exit is not an option. Oh, well, the prices would be lower if I got the bolt from Springman stage. Oh. Oh. George fucked up. Don't be greedy, Mega Man. You can't carry any more of that. Alright, well, I'll get a W10.
Hey, I have your bolts, and you're missing them from inside your head, so maybe you should just go ahead and take them. Eddie? No, that's not Eddie. Eddie's the little guy. What's his name? Zero or something?
I don't know.
No, not Sir. He said it when you came in. I don't remember what it was.
Alright, that's all I can buy. I'm gonna get shat out by this robot now.
Okay. I mean, this is a strange direction for the channel to take.
Filth is the only thing that sells anymore, Larry. The only direction left to go in.
You're not wrong. Thumbnail of that thing absorbing you with like an arrow and a circle pointing to it. Top 10 Mega Man fails.
Top 10 Mega Man fails would just be every single one of these streams 1 through 10 back to back.
Now
God
that's
damn
an
it.
idea.
Call that playlist too goddamn much Mega Man.
You're not wrong. After this, you want to do a dab, by the way?
Yeah, we'll dab. The kids
We're
love
already
to
here.
dab.
Yeah. Also, people here don't even know what we're talking about, which is good. It'll be a surprise.
Yeah. Fun little surprise for everybody.
They're not gonna watch it.
No, absolutely not.
They're here for the Mega Man and the Mega Man only.
They are interested in me doing a Dark Souls 3 Deathless run as well. Which is
Well,
what
that's
I'm going
not
to be
gonna
doing.
happen.
After I don't know, Dark Souls 3 is the easiest Dark Souls game. I actually feel like there's a possibility, if I could do that in any of those games, it would be 3.
No, I think 2's easier.
See, I don't. There's a few spots in 2 where I'm pretty sure I would die. There's a few spots in 3 where I am not very confident, but...
I don't know. When I replayed 2 pretty recently on PC, I got through about half of that before I died. And that was even without trying that much.
Yeah, to be fair, 2 does have, like, an item you can get for not dying. That's awesome.
Sure.
Oh, good, I started all the
DLC
way back
boundaries.
here, so I have to go through the tedium of killing all these dudes. Because nothing about this was hard, just really fucking boring.
Just like Dark Souls 3.
Ah! Aha!
Ha ha! Tedium!
Also, what version of 2 do you think is easier?
The one I played was Scholar, so... I don't know.
Scholar,
That's actually probably harder.
See, I disagree. I think Scholar is harder in the early game, but then in the mid to late game, everything gets considerably easier.
Could be. I don't know. I played up to the Dragon Lord or whatever he is, the one that's in the lava. I forget what. Old Iron King, I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
played
Old
up to
Iron
that
King.
point.
See, that right there is why I would not be able to do a Deathless run, because every single time I immediately run into that pit and fall into the lava.
Why?
I'm not a very smart or proud man,
Okay.
so I make
I
really dumb mistakes.
I was kind of thinking recently about playing Dark Souls 3, since you have the DLC and I can bum it on a family chair, so I can try
Are
that.
you able to? I thought the DLC isn't included in
DLC
Family Share.
does,
Okay.
but it's like, so for example, the Humble Monthly is Dark Souls 3 this month, and one of the DLC. So if I bought that and redeemed it, then I would not be able to play yours with both DLCs.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Or like if I had the base version, like I would just have that, I wouldn't be able to play.
Please,
the
it's
DLC.
it's the Bass version of the game.
Oh yeah, sorry. But yeah, because it just replaces that entry in the library with the other one.
I kind of also wanted to do like a full co-op playthrough with somebody, but that's sort of a pain because basically you're having to play the game twice for somebody else to sort of catch up to where you are. Although I could play the DLC with you because I have a save where I have all the bonfires for that. It's done.
I guess so.
Oh, not the right coil. Alright, just gonna take the damage and jump into the fucking pit of spikes, because this is madness. I see Verpal Dude is also saying Scholar is harder. I seriously disagree. I think that the first part of the game they beef up, and then everything else they end up nerfing into the ground.
I don't know. I didn't really notice that many changes to it, actually.
It's sort of tough for me to, like, distinguish what changes there are anymore, just because it's been a very long time since I played the original Dark Souls 2. Oh, okay, that's kind of a neat gimmick. Okay, I gotta jump down here, I guess. Oh, cool! Game making me have a panic attack. I am still going through and replaying Bloodborne at the moment, and now that I'm about halfway through that game, I'm remembering why I don't like Bloodborne that much.
Yeah, what do you consider halfway?
Defeating Rom.
Okay, yeah. The guy in the chat, right?
Yes, yeah. Actually, so I brought that up to Romram, who had no idea about Rom the Vacuous Spider, and was super jazzed to find out that there was a boss in a Souls game named Rom. Fuck.
Actually, Rahm Emanuel, mayor of... I think I already made that joke.
That's good, make it again.
Rom Space Knight? Oh, nope, already did that one too.
That zigged when I thought he was going to zag. I'm trying to just take damage off this guy so I can not have to make a really precarious jump, but the 2 times I've tried to do that, fuck, 3 times he's actually managed to not hit me, so I die anyway.
I really like how he just keeps dodging you.
Yeah. Hit me, you slut. Thank you. No!
Hit me!
God damn it.
Yeah, when he shoots the thing, just walk off into the pits and then jump.
I dislike Bloodborne. So the reason why I'm disliking it actively right now is the fact that you have to grind out health items. I kind of liked being able to pick up new health items in Demon Souls, but that's because they were dropping fairly regularly. You didn't have to go to like any one particular stage to grind them out, but in Bloodborne, you have to go replay that first area of the game over and over again if you run out of blood vials. Or like blow all of your blood echoes on it. Which I don't like. So that's been my problem right now because I'm at the One Reborn and I have to run through that gauntlet of like 3 dudes who are really tough, and I'm running out of blood vials against them.
The One Reborn?
So, One Reborn was basically Tower Knight.
Yeah, he was super easy. What
No. One Reborn isn't what's messing me up. It's the 3 hunters that you have to get through in order to get to the One Reborn.
Yeah, but they don't respawn once you kill them, right?
No, but they keep murdering me because they're really hard. Like, trying to isolate them is very difficult. I have been trying to. I've been running out of blood vials, that's the problem. So I have to keep going back and grinding blood vials. Sweet. I have to keep going back and grinding blood vials out and then go back and throw myself at that. Or at least I did until I realized, oh yeah, I can just run past all of them. And just not have to deal with any of that shit.
You can. One of them, I think you can also sneak up on.
No, I tried that. They end up noticing you behind them even if you're walking, like, super slowly.
No, there was one that I definitely backstabbed. I think after that, the other two will pop up, but I think you can get one of them.
Yeah, as soon as you start attacking one, I know that the others show up. I just ended up running past them after a while. But in general, I don't like how in that game, like, there's really only one area that you can reliably grind out blood vials.
Wart says, why not grind the lecture hall? You're not to the lecture hall yet, are you?
There is a path to the first floor of the lecture hall before the One Reborn, but I don't remember that place actually giving you many blood vials. It probably gives you, like, a lot of blood echoes or something like that, which would make buying them easier, so it might be more efficient from, like, that standpoint.
Yeah, well, I need to farm vials. I went to the giants in the first area. They're real close to the spawn.
That's what I ended up doing, was I just made a pass around that area, because you end up getting a ton just going through once or twice. But, again, like, point is, in Demon Souls, when you got those items, it was every area you were able to find, like, moongrass. But that's not, like, the main reason I dislike the game. The main reason is that there is a complete lack of variety in the weapons and the locations, and the bosses are all pitifully easy. Like, with a few exceptions, like Gascoigne is really tough your first time through the game.
Yeah. I also really disliked how easy the new game pluses are, too.
Oh yeah, that thing doesn't really seem to scale up at all.
Yep.
I dislike how much of that game is completely optional. I think that it's cool to find small optional areas in Souls games, but I don't like the fact that there's really only like 5 or 6 bosses you have to kill in Bloodborne. And it's actually really easy to miss some of the content in that game otherwise. Like Castle Canehurst, you could totally whiz right past without even knowing it exists, and that's one of the cooler areas of the game.
Yeah, I remember I liked Bloodborne until I went to Platinum it, and then like every subsequent playthrough took about an hour, probably.
Yep.
Because I just knew exactly where to go, and it was also very easy. And then that plus having to do the Chalice Dungeon stuff for the Platinum, and the Chalice Dungeons suck.
Oh yeah.
So that really made me dislike the game even more.
Those Chalice Dungeons are, like, designed to look like shitty procedural levels, too. Like, that's... I remember before...
all static.
Shit. Yeah, I remember before release they were like, oh yeah, these are procedurally generated dungeons, and then you get in there and it's like, actually only one chalice type is procedurally generated.
Yeah, the root ones are the only ones that are actually random. So they have these that are completely static, yet are filled with like weird recursive rooms and stuff that leads nowhere just so they can look like they're randomly generated.
Yep. There. That time I got it. But, like, the weapon variety thing is one of the other issues that I'm kind of running into on my current playthrough, because none of the weapons I have, I think, are particularly fun to use, and I can't find anything else. Like, I have a rapier that seems to do, like, really good damage, because a lot of stuff in that game is weak to thrust damage. But, like, I don't like using rapiers, and I don't like using thrust weapons that much. So I just sort of feel like I'm stuck with that for now because I haven't found anything else that's suited to my stats. Which so far has just been like strength and dexterity, because like why would you put anything into arcane?
For Ludwig's Holy Blade.
Yeah, but like in order for that to be worthwhile, you have to dump into arcane. And like, I did not find that to be particularly viable until you got to, like, New Game Plus.
I don't know. I use Ludwig's like the entire game.
Hmm. Well, I think I have it. I might as well try.
The main thing to know about it is that the small sword version of it is also way stronger than you would think.
I don't know how I'm supposed to hit this dude. Yeah, none of my weapons seem to damage that guy. Unless it's just, like, not very clear where I'm actually supposed to hit him. You play the beta bosses by going to, like, you set up a new chalice, and you do one of the ones where you, like, punch in a code, and they're set up based on certain codes that somebody has made.
Where were like when was this found? Or
Fairly
something to do with,
recent, like,
assignment?
within the last month.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've played both of them. One is, like, embarrassingly easy, but I'm not exactly sure that's supposed to be a boss and not just, like, some sort of mid-boss enemy thing. The Beta Moon
Okay.
presence is also fairly easy, but it hits like a fucking brick. But lack of location variety is another issue I have with Bloodborne because a lot of that game is just... fuck. It's just sort of chilling around Yarnum.
Well, hey, guess what? You're gonna have a really good time when you get to the DLC.
Great.
There is like a quote new area, but it's pretty much just like the fishing town from Dark Souls 2.
Awesome.
It's a little different, but kind of the same vibe. It's not dark though. It's like all foggy. No, the DLC's bad. I really like the boss in the clock tower though. That was cool.
If somebody can tell me how I hurt the next boss, because I have no idea what I was supposed to be doing there, and I would really like to not have to keep doing this part of the game over and over again.
You probably shoot it.
Everything I threw at him just kept bouncing off, so I think he just has a very unclear point that you're supposed to hit him.
Those weird Japanese drums on his shoulders.
Yes, the stage boss. Yeah, I guess it might be the drums. But I'm not sure what I had that would actually hit him up there.
Bubble?
I tried that, it's not quite making it up.
Oh, I don't know. Apparently
You
Shimon
shoot him on the
Eyes
eyes.
Noise Crush is the
Alright.
weakness. Oh yeah, I saw him blink when you did the slash thing.
Oh, I can stand on top of the rockets. Cool. Why would I think that I would be able to do that? I stand on the fucking boulder in the last boss, and it hurts me, but I can stand on these rockets. Why not? Mega Man 7. Fuck it. Fuck everything.
It's just like Metal Gear Rising.
That is straight up retarded. Everything else in this game has conditioned me to think that, oh, if it's a projectile, if the enemy is throwing something at me, I can't touch that. But no, I can stand on the rockets, a literal weapon. This boss sucks too. All these Wily stages have been just awful. But yeah, I kind of see you talking about location variety, and that's definitely an issue for me. Because, like, previous Souls games do well to sort of diversify their areas. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in the first Dark Souls, like Ashen Lake. Like, Blighttown looks interesting and totally different from anything else in the game as well. Even though that area is itself not that good.
Yeah.
But, like, in Bloodborne, all the interesting areas aren't even capitalized on as much as just city-ass Yharnam is. Like, Nightmare Frontier is a very short area. The Lecture Hall is an incredibly short area.
Yeah, I actually liked the lecture hall stuff. Thought there should have been more of that. Or
Yeah.
The castle that you fight the what's his name with the weird head in. That part was pretty cool, and it actually wasn't as long as I would have thought.
Yeah, it's actually a fairly short location. I also think, like, plot-wise, and this is something that I know you have brought up to me before, but just they play their hand at the Eldritch stuff a little too early as well.
I don't know. I actually thought that was a pretty good reveal.
I'm busting
I
out
really
a
like
tank
that they put that one dude there that can kidnap you and take you to the prison.
Oh yeah, the sack dude's cool. The prison is another area that I really wish was longer. Could have made a whole prison dungeon. Instead it's just like a stairwell and maybe 4 rooms.
Yeah, which of the rooms is the one directed by Quentin Tarantino?
The
Probably
bottom...
the one with that nun lady.
Yeah, I was gonna say the bottom room with the nun.
Which is the Robert Rodriguez one? Is that the one with the witches that, like, wait next to the door to jump out and cut
Oh
you?
yeah, absolutely. This hot 4 rooms reference that I'm sure fucking nobody understands. Alright.
The other 2 directors were Ellison Anders and Alexander Rockwell. No idea who they are.
Sure. Yeah, like, just a lot of Bloodborne for me is variety. I think that some of those locations don't kind of meter out items well because, again, Blood Vials is something I feel like I'm always hard up on. Without, like, intentionally going out of my way to grind for them. Just not being able to... I kind of feel when I hit a wall in Bloodborne, I don't have as much leniency to kind of, like, respec or retool myself and then reapproach the situation as sort of like, oh, I guess I'm fucked because I got like no real difference in weapons or armor or anything like that. These stats are very like rudimentary. I can't respec them. There's just a lot of that game that feels like it wasn't finished in a way. It sort of feels like almost about as light on content as Demon Souls, and that was the first game, so I understand why that was the case.
Yeah. Also, I felt like Bloodborne was missing a lot of the weird, like, NPC stuff that I liked from the other games.
Yeah.
Right, there's some of it, but, yeah. I do think my favorite thing about all of Bloodborne is that little dude that you first meet in the church who's like the caretaker or whatever, and how he's like the coolest guy despite looking like a creep.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember any of these weapons I'm supposed to use on these guys because it was all bad shit. Not that.
I remember Vampire is weak to springs.
Oh, right. I guess freeze for this guy. Yeah, that's right. It's freeze.
Oh, right, because he was in a dinosaur level for some reason?
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
No, he doesn't look like a dinosaur. But he does walk the dinosaur.
Oh my god, get out of my body! Fuck!
Whoa.
I do like how he slides around the level, though.
Yeah, beep bopping, zip zooping around.
Bebop and Zip Zoop are my favorite villains from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I mean, they even put him in the new comic series.
Yeah, gotta stay on brand with this stream.
New Tanimals.
Okay, the junk guy was weak to...
Junk was weak
Thunderbolt?
to...
Yes, Thunderbolt.
Sure.
And then he just jumps left and right, so he's also ridiculously easy. Alright. I'm assuming that Airman is weak to... Oh boy. The D-Rap, I think? Yeah, that got him.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I think that was like the one boss weapon I didn't use against any other boss, so...
D-Rap. It's cool how this takes absolutely forever.
Oh yeah.
Also how you get hit by that lightning bolt every time.
Yeah, I don't have the timing down on that at all. Because it always seems to me like it should be firing sooner than it does, but instead it has a longer windup than I think it should have. Alright.
By the way, apparently the Wily Machine boss is, quote, the worst.
Nice! Perfect! All these bosses in the Wily stages have been the worst.
Yeah, so burn some more E-tanks.
Will do. Oh, right, fire was his weapon.
I should be drinking out the E-Tank mug I have. Stay on brand.
Sure, you know, everybody can see that.
Yeah, well, you know, it's important.
You could have just said that you have that mug and that you are using it right now. Nobody
But
would
honestly,
know. In
can't
the years
lie.
I've known you,
Come
you
on.
have never been an honest man.
Oh. You know that's not true.
You're being dishonest right now.
No, I'm not.
You're lying to all these fine people. Lying Larry, as I like to call you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's true, you do call me that.
You know what the fun thing is when you hit these guys, they have a cool little animation, and I like that. But then they have to, like, sit down and do an attack, and it just makes everything take fucking forever.
I have not looked at a speedrun for this game. I wonder if, precisely because of that, they don't use the weaknesses for any boss.
Yeah, I wonder if it would actually be faster to do it the other way, just riskier.
Yeah.
I've been getting way deep into, like, reading up and watching videos about people who cheat in speedruns ever since that Billy Mitchell thing broke.
Yeah?
Because, like, it got me hankering for, like, some more people getting fucking caught in the act. And there was a good one.
The guy, oh, okay, yeah.
No, go ahead. I gotta fight this boss.
That guy that cheated at GoldenEye on the
Yep.
frigate level. That was a good one.
That's one of the ones that I watched. Especially because at the end he, like, turns around and has this big stupid smile on his face, like, oh, I beat the game.
Yeah.
Alright. That's fine. I probably should have just game over there anyway. The one that I'm thinking of was they occasionally do these non-AGDQ marathon things where they stream out and then they sort of switch over to different streamers throughout, like, the weekend that they do it. And they had this one guy playing, I think it was Yoshi's Island, and he was, like, pulling off really, really crazy, risky strategies and, like, nailing all of them. And he ended up setting a world record during that. And then, like, just recently, someone sat down and watched, like, the footage of his, like, controller cam, and then watched the video and, like, carefully pointed out how none of his, well, not none, but, like, a lot of his button inputs were not actually matching what was happening on the screen. And then, like, went back and looked at more of his recordings and found out that was also the case, and sort of just caught him in this act of, like, pre-recording his runs and then trying to match the button inputs on camera.
Yeah, they really, digital detectived it up.
I mean, there's, like, a 2-hour stream where one of the dudes from, like, Speed Demo's archive is going like, okay, you can see here he hit the B button, but he actually, like, did an A button action.
I think it's weird how all that stuff with Todd Rogers, like, just came out recently, when, like, it's been obvious for a long time.
Yeah, that was...
His dragster thing was completely made up.
Yeah, that was, like, always, like, super dubious. Like, I remember hearing about that, like, years and years ago, and actually had just assumed that it had already been resolved.
Yep.
Only to find out, nope.
Especially now to see, like, footage of him, like, recently still insisting that it's real.
Of who insisting that?
Todd Rogers.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Jeff for some reason. I was gonna be like, oh, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, Jeff Gerstmann, he's going for the world record in Garfield Lasagna World Tour.
I still like how Jeff Gerstmann was apparently, like, one of the world champs at NFL Blitz.
Yeah. wrote a guide for it.
Dan Reichert, on the other hand,
Just like Matthew Rory wrote a guide for World of Warcraft. Dan, on the other hand, what?
Dan, on the other hand, not very good at NFL Blitz.
No. Also, despite being a Metal Gear fan, when playing the first Metal Gear, he immediately got several things wrong about Metal Gear.
I've seen him play stealth games, so it still surprises me that Metal Gear is one of his favorite series.
Yeah, well, it's apparently because of the story. But,
sure.
Like I said, he got several things about the story wrong. Like, for one thing, he was like, nah, see, this isn't the real big boss, this is, Venom Snake. Well, no, that is the real boss directing Solid Snake into the base. It's the fake big boss that you kill. And that's when his, frequency changes.
Speaking of stuff like that, the Dragon Ball Fighters stream that they did on Giant Bomb was really tough to watch because Ben starts that thing going like, oh yeah, I know a lot about Dragon Ball, you can ask me anything about it, and then he proceeds to get every single thing he says about Dragon Ball dead wrong.
Yeah, like when they say Gotenks is the worst character.
Yep.
But no, also, Dan still insists on calling Metal Gear Solid V Metal Gear Solid 5.
I mean, I call it Metal Gear Solid 5.
But it's not.
Well, you know, agree to disagree.
Also, he seems to think that that is the first Metal Gear is in the first Metal Gear. And the stuff before that were not actually technically Metal Gears, although, I mean, Peace Walker had Metal Gear Zeke, and Skullface had that whole thing about where he says, you know, a weapon to surpass something, I don't know.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
What?
That's
well, that
right.
Can't be, because there was no Metal Gear back then.
Well, there is.
Wily machines were the original Metal Gears.
That's right.
What category is this Mega Man 7 speedrun in? Is this any percent?
Oh, this is
glitchless?
absolutely any percent.
Wrong warp?
Oh, boy. Yeah, speedrun cheating is really something. I had a conversation with, I think it was Dragonix, who kept, or somebody, it kept insisting that, like, task runs were cheating. Which, it's like, no, it's not, because that's a different category completely. It would be cheating if you used a tool-assisted speedrun, like, to facilitate one that you claimed was live.
Yeah.
Which is basically what that dude did who pre-recorded stuff.
Yeah.
Which was funny because, like, whenever that happens, you get somebody in the chat who knows what's going on, and they're just like, hey, could you duck in this level for me? Like, could you just do this one input so we can see, like, whether or not this is actually legit? And then, like, the cheating runner will always come up with some really great excuse for why they cannot do that.
You know, like, that one guy, the one who wouldn't shut up during the Tomba run?
Oh, yeah.
Who then cheated during, was it, like, Paper Mario? And someone in the chat was immediately like, that didn't look right.
I think he was weak to noise. Oh crap, that's fine. Yeah, with the Yoshi Island one specifically, someone was just like, hey, could you, like, just duck in this level? And he was like, nope, can't duck, gotta get all the coins. And then the guy kept kind of going like, what? You don't have to get all the coins in this level. What are you talking about? Which, like,
Yoshi's Island Run is pretty cool, though. You should watch it, because you can do a lot of weird stuff in that game.
oh my god, I cannot get the timing down on this stuff where, like, they rush or they charge up something. Because it just seems like they take so long to do it. So I end up wanting to jump well before I should.
You should wait until he actually does it before you jump.
Yeah, good advice.
That's my advice.
Hot gaming tips and strategies with Larry Davis.
Tips and tricks. Here's another tip. Buy low, sell high. That's a tip for Fortune Street.
Tip. Now is the time to buy video cards. They've never been cheaper. Take it from me.
Take it from me, Michael Pachter.
It's great because I was thinking about doing that recently. I was like, oh man, I bet that there will be a new line of cards coming out here fairly soon, and like I could upgrade what I have, get something newer, something better, and then remembered, oh yeah, cryptocurrency mining is fucking this whole market up.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they put out new cards, too.
Yep. I wonder if they're kind of standoffish about it right now, considering everything that's going on with that.
I don't know. I would think they want to get new stuff out. In fact, I would think they would want to just create a dedicated card that's meant for that kind of thing, just so people don't end up buying the stuff that other people want.
Dry the market up.
Yeah, like it is now.
Of course, the cryptocurrency guy at work who keeps telling me to buy Bitcoin puts the blame on Nvidia. He's just like, oh, it's Nvidia's fault for not making enough video cards. And I'm just like, how the fuck was Nvidia supposed to know that a bunch of nerds were going to start buying their cards up to mine Bitcoins, dude?
Yeah.
Like, that shit just kind of happened. I'm sure the people at Nvidia were like, oh god, oh shit, what's going on?
Yeah, and their supply wasn't... Like, they were kind of running low even before all that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
when the 1080s and 1070s came out, they were kind of hard to find for a while.
He mentioned something about how you're able to... Like, there's ways now to mine Bitcoins with hard drives. Which...
Sure.
Doesn't sound right to me, but also, yeah, fuck it, man, let's screw that market up, too.
Yeah.
I remember trying to
it's
buy...
also partially the reason, like, RAM is expensive now, too.
Yeah, yeah.
RAM, not ROM.
But ROM is RAM. He's RAM. RAM has ROM. How much RAM is in ROM? ROM?
How much RAM does this ROM?
If RAM could ROM.
You did it.
I'm going to call up my mom. She's going to be so proud of me.
Congrats.
Oh, she's so proud of her little Georgie.
This fight sucks.
It does. And yeah, I see that it was Dragonix who was saying that tool-assisted is... Like, to be fair, he wasn't, like, insistent upon it or anything. He didn't know what a tool-assisted speedrun was, so I think that he has not watched all these Aspies play games real fast the way that I have. Really trotting out that Rahm Emanuel thing again, huh?
But see, this time I spelled it Emmanuel.
I love how the fire thing just holds your ass in place, too, for, like, a while. Fuck.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I like how when you get set on fire, you look like a character from Street Fighter 2 that's been hit by Yoga Flame.
Who is Indigestible Geist?
Not sure, but he's banned now, so...
What happened?
Well, I mean, if you look at what he said, might give you an idea.
I cannot look at what he said because you moved it.
Well, it's still on the video. Because apparently those don't get removed.
Okay. I want to see. Oh, that's unfortunate.
We're not missing anything.
Oh, no. Well, great.
It's weird that that doesn't get removed.
Yeah, well, we're going through, like, Streamlabs, and so I guess it probably just doesn't actually pick up on that stuff. For whatever reason, like, any sort of, I guess, moderation it probably doesn't know how to recognize. Also, hey, you know, that's how you know you made it, when you're streaming a game and somebody shows up to say the N-word. I'm pretty sure that means we're eligible for monetization now.
Oh, great. Now we have to remove all this copyrighted music.
Fuck. Well, that takes care of about 90% of our videos.
Worth it.
I need to sneak in more
copyright messages about Coco Jumbo.
Hell yeah, I was about to say I need to sneak in more Coco Jumbo into these videos just so you can get those messages.
I got one today.
I haven't uploaded a video with that in like a year.
Yeah, okay. I'm just telling you. I got one today. We've been at this for 2 hours now.
Yeah, remember when I was like, it's the second half of the game, and you were like, nah, it's just the Wily stage.
Well, if you didn't suck so much at it, it would have been.
You have seen the stages I've had to deal with. These are very poorly designed.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh, right, I gotta switch to the... Also, weirdly enough, this guy was not getting stunned by this attack when I was using it the last time. Even though it's his weakness. Fuck. Okay, oh, that's why it's not charging.
Who's your favorite Mega Man 7 boss?
Not this guy. Because he seems to be the only one who does not get stun locked by an attack.
I don't know, I think he's pretty cool.
I hate the Drac. I don't know, Spring Man is pretty neat.
I like Turbo Man. He has sunglasses.
That's true. You make a compelling argument.
Also the turtle. Because I said bosses, not robot masters. The truck guy was pretty cool too.
Oh my god. Ash and everything, because that's a bad fucking time.
Some very dangerous menu pop-ups.
Yeah, because I'm freaking out. Because of course there would be a boss where there's just fucking spikes in the ceiling.
Use slash claw in the bubble, it pops it.
You know what I love in Mega Man games is constantly having to pop into the goddamn menu to switch things constantly.
Use L1 and R1.
Yeah, then I have to like cycle through, which I think would maybe be more dangerous in that kind of a situation. And I'm dead anyway. Cool.
It looks like it's, depending on what way it cycles through, it's either 1 or 2 cycles away, so...
Everything in this game just takes so long. Like, constantly having to sit through cutscenes, little music cues, and stuff like that is just miserable.
You notice the top of the Wily Castle looks like it's wearing a beanie?
Sure. Well, I'm
like
gonna
a
go
knit
here
cap
first.
on the top of Wily Castle.
Well, it's gotta stay warm.
No, it doesn't. It's a castle.
It'll catch its death of cold.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I'm changing my tune about Mega Man 7 quite a bit.
Yeah. When that goo falls on Mega Man's head, for some reason it reminds me of Pac-Man 2.
Oh, sure.
Because
Everyone
remember
knows
you could,
about
like,
Pac-Man
drop
2.
the, you could, like, drop the fruit on Pac-Man's head, and it would kind of do that, and he'd be like, oh, wow, wow. Pac-Man 2 is cool.
I sat Danny down to play Pac-Man 2 not too long ago, and he did not enjoy it.
Why?
I don't know. Because it wasn't Monster Hunter, I guess.
Well, he's not wrong.
But can you make Pac-Man a monster?
Probably.
Nice. Well, that makes it the best Pac-Man game. Knowing that one of the worst bosses in the game comes after all of this is awesome.
I mean, it's good to be prepared, right?
Sure. Oh, I did not mean to do. I didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. There. This asshole. There's this real brief window that I can kind of hit him before he attacks.
Yeah. Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, it makes it go by a little bit quicker.
Yeah, also saves you health because you get hit by that thunderbolt about 95% of the time.
Yeah. Alright, this is going a lot more smoothly now.
Like butter.
Oh, yeah. Like butter.
Don't mind chat, just talk about Thundercats.
I don't think I've ever watched a single episode of Thundercats.
You're not missing anything.
That and, like, Voltron, I don't think I've seen any of.
The new Thundercats is pretty good, though. That they made, like, a few years ago.
Like this stupid jerk who... I guess he does have a little bit of a knockback. I don't know why it's not happening most of the time, though.
Apparently, he only does it if you hit him when he's floating down. By the way, you mentioned before the thing about him like biting directly on Mega Man's head, and if that's a Japanese thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it is, because I remember that Slayer in Guilty Gear does the normal like neck bite thing. And I want to say Dimitri in Darkstalkers does too. So I don't know. Maybe it's just this thing and Dragon Ball.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it was Dragon Ball the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Mega Man kind of looks like Krillin.
He does.
Doesn't
Cool,
have
I'm
a
out of
nose.
that weapon now, so...
Yeah, I told you have to hit him when he's floating down.
It's more that he just kills me. Because he
Well,
does
it's
this
more that
floating
he-
thing and I can't
He's
dodge him.
vulnerable.
Fuck off. Oh, good, I exited the game.
Great job.
Okay, give me a password to get back to where I was. I don't like Mega Man 7. I liked the first half of this
Wait, where
game,
did it
and then
put
the
you?
level design shat its pants.
Where did it put you when you loaded the checkpoint?
To, like, Wily Stage 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I kinda don't care to even finish Mega Man 7. Like, sort of like back in the day, I don't like this game, and I would rather not be playing it.
Okay, I have a password for Dr. Wily's level part 3.
Okay, just give it to me.
1235.
Hold on, I just turned everything into crows. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5.
7452.
Okay.
3547.
Okay.
8173. I'm not sure like what items you'll have or what, but that's the one I found on GameFAQs.
That's Wily Stage 1, by the way.
Well, this says Dr. Wily's level part 3.
That's Mega Man 7. I don't care about finishing this game.
This
I don't
thanks
like it.
GameFAQs.
I don't like Mega Man 7. Just the bosses are so tedious to get through. Like, just so slow and boring and... Ugh. The Wily stages are just a fucking mess. Like, they had hit month 3
Well, hold
and,
on.
like,
Okay,
Capcom was
but
going like, you gotta put this game out!
Do you want a password that puts you at the final Wily level with all
Yeah.
weapons, items, and
Yeah.
999 bolts?
Yes.
Alright, just do that.
Okay. Part of this is because it's mapping that thing to the trigger button, and like really I should have mapped it to something else. But I have a tendency in stuff like this where I don't use the trigger button to kind of like clinch the controller. So I put pressure down on it, and I bring it up by accident. And that is what happened there, was I had hit it by accident while tapping another couple of inputs, and it happened to go down to go back to title.
Yeah, it's weird that you would like a game as mashy as Dragon Ball Fighters. Anyway, 1415.
Oops, hold on, I turned everything into crows again. Okay.
5585.
Okay.
7823.
Yep.
6251.
Okay, good. Yeah, that takes me back.
Don't know why the other one was mislabeled.
Game facts.
Yep.
They don't have their facts straight over there on Game Facts. I will take my award for comedy now.
You got it.
Okay, I got S adapter.
You got it. The S adapter.
Yep.
Also P shield. I don't know what super adapter actually does.
Yeah, me either. Okay. It's got like a homing punch, which seems like it would be useful for those Wily stage bosses. But for the actual robot masters, it still seems better to just use their weakness. Like, back in the day, in the 90s, I think I would have just skipped all this shit. Like, I would have got this far and just been like, man, screw this, and just put a code in.
Yeah, probably. Like, actually watching all this makes me wonder if I ever actually finished it too.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like I did, but actually looking at this, I don't know that I had the patience.
I mean, I hate to keep bringing it up, but it definitely has the stink of a game that was made in 3 months.
You don't hate bringing it up, you love it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense of everything.
It does.
God. I don't know how to get out of the goo. Someone said wiggle, I've been wiggling. Wiggling ain't do dick. I'm wiggling and I'm jiggling. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Man's to jiggling.
Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
all I wanted.
Warp says wiggle harder.
Yeah, well, it's wiggling pretty hard. Tell you what, I'll get hit by one. I'll just... Okay, cool. And I don't get hit by one when I stand still. Whatever. Video games are stupid and bad. It's the game's
Agreed.
fault, it's not mine.
Gamefly sent me the new Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, nice. Now that's a video game.
It is. Well, that's what I call Video Games Volume 38.
Kids Bop Video Game Edition. Did you know that they're making a new Kids Bop?
Kids Bop? What? No. I
They
didn't
are.
know they ever stop.
They did for a while, and now they're putting out another Kids Bop. We finally hit the point where, like, there's Kids Bop nostalgia and people want a new Kids Bop.
Seriously, I thought they never stopped because I feel like I saw a Kids Bop just a few years ago.
I think that they stopped for a while, but I could be wrong. I'm willing to accept this idea of me maybe not knowing much about Kids Bop.
Well, they started in 2001, and as of 19th January 2018, which I guess the last time anybody looked at this Wikipedia article, there have been
That was me.
37 albums.
That was me. I was the one who looked at it on that date.
I mean, they have had yearly Kids Bop tours since 2014.
Ugh. No.
Since January 2014, they have had Kids Bop Radio on Sirius XM, a 24/7 Kids Bop channel. So yeah, I don't think they ever stopped.
Fuck. I have to change the name of this channel to Bop All Kids. Ride that wave.
Bop it.
My favorite comment that we've ever gotten on this channel to this day is someone going like, "It's not children who should be destroyed, it's you."
That's great.
It was like, I agree.
Vorpal, what Def Leppard album were you going to get? Like, are they still making stuff, or were you just trying to get, like, Pyromania on vinyl?
I think he just said Death Flipper because he knew that would get your attention.
I don't even like Def Leppard. Photograph's alright.
It's just like that time you bought all those Beatles albums and you don't even like the Beatles.
Yeah, hate them. Can't stand them.
You're over here talking about how the only good stuff Paul McCartney ever did was when he went solo.
Yeah, well, that and Wings.
I bet S Adapter would actually be good on this boss. Oh. Yep. Having that just home in and not get interrupted by any other attacks is actually pretty good.
I thought that was in reaction to the pop-up of Danny playing Warframe. Because that popped up and then you're like, yep.
No, but that sounds about right. I've been meaning to talk to him because in that Dark Souls 3 run, I think Danny might actually be a good resource for advice on like what build I should go with to accomplish something like that. Danny knows all about the builds.
I like how you almost exited the game again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop running into the floating eggs.
I can't dodge them. They're fucked up.
Slide.
Use one of my
Slide
mini
under them.
E-tanks. Actually, I should probably use a W. Yeah, there we go. Because sliding doesn't work, evidently. There, jeez. Well, I'm assuming, S adapter is what's going to be good against Wily. Because it seems like a lot of this game is designed to just be a pain in the ass unless you went out of your way to get the S adapter.
Sure. I'm just busy talking about music in chat. It's alright.
No, it's fine. This boss looks sick, though. This is really cool how long this is taking. This is awesome. This is really fucking fun. Like, just maybe walk a little bit slower, actually. Like, I want to watch this sick animation for fucking longer.
That whole thing really was like an Aqua Teen Hunger Force bit. Like you would hear Dr. Wily inside just saying, "Hold on, just a second, I'll get there."
I'm trying to think what he'd be weak against, really.
I really like those little skull guys he shoots at.
Electricity. Of course, electrocuting this old man to death was his weakness the whole time.
Look at those little skull men.
Yeah, they're cute. They're also kind of a pain in the ass to have to deal with.
Yep. They have the little bones with the shoes on. Imagine trying to fight this boss in the time trial where you have to beat him in 3 minutes and that animation is counted as your time as well.
Fuck that. Imagine if I slit my own wrists in the bathtub tonight. How about that?
That'd be pretty cool.
Be more fun than this game, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Alright, this song is pretty dope, though.
I like how he comes down that thing and the spikes come out, and then they come out just a little bit further. By the way, use coil.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to also use an E-tank.
Or freeze. I don't know if there's dissent on which to use.
It's cool how all these attacks stun me in some way and they move super erratically.
What is up with that one where, like, a hand comes out and, like... What is he doing?
Revealing himself like he's throwing a cape off or something.
Yeah, but it's like... So he's like Octo Camo Cape?
Yeah, I guess. It does so much damage. And I can only hit him once. Awesome.
Try aiming it. It says, I think you can aim it up and down.
It's not about aiming, it's about, like, I literally can only hit him once and then his attacks move like some real dog shit.
Apparently spam back and forth on the controller. Like left and right, instead of mashing buttons.
Yeah, you know, they keep telling me that and it does not actually work. Like, any time that I've been stunned in this game, wiggling back and forth does not seem to get me out of it, actually.
Instead of port and starboard, how about bow and stern?
Maybe. I should have gone up and went to the bathroom when I dropped down. Would have been done by now.
What was up with the nose?
I don't know.
It's weird. Those little spike things on his chin make him look like, one of those guys that have, like those spikes on their chins. I don't know what you even call those.
The spikes on this guy's chin makes him look like he has spikes on his chin.
But do you know what I'm talking about?
I
was
do.
thinking there was a term for it when I started that thought, and then realized I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I don't have anything to... I have an SP thing, which I guess fills everything, but... Man. I will
Who do you think
hit...
was the best video game skull?
Skull Man. I will hit, just for you guys, pause to say this, I will hit so fast on this thing and see if it works, like I'll mash this thing with 2 fingers. Because I don't think it's actually going to get me out of this thing any faster.
Okay.
Yep, that does not work. You are insane. This is like hitting down when you throw a Pokeball out. You think it works. You are wrong.
You have to trade Lickitung to the person in the tunnel, and then hold the Game Boy upside down while the trade is happening, and then it turn into Luigi.
Again, because this does not have like an actual save state system, I have to go replay that first part of the boss and sit through that animation every single time.
Why does it... The others just had regular save states, right?
Because this was made by a different team. Like, totally different people had their hands on this game.
Wait. Okay.
Like, look up the developers between each one. It's different.
Oh, for the Legacy collections?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. I think they didn't originally intend to make a second Legacy collection, and then when they did, they just got a different group to do it.
Wonder if it's because the first group were busy with the Disney Afternoon collection.
Oh, that's probably it.
Because I have been playing that, and that has save states in it. Rob says it makes sense. I was finally able to beat 8 and 9 because of the checkpoint save. That's weird, because 8 is pretty easy from what I remember.
8 has a few sections that are really rough, but overall, I do also remember that being fairly easy.
Well, no, 8's the one I played the most of, so I would guess it was also the easiest. But
well, so 8 has that jump, jump, slide, slide section that is the one that really fucks people up.
That one, like, there are speeder bike levels in the X series that are way worse.
I mean, I wouldn't know. Again, I haven't played the X series, but I remember that being like the one section of 8 that was just miserable.
Yeah, because for some reason, you got into your head that the X series is bad, and then when I asked why, you said, well, because they're in 3D, right? And,
yep.
No.
Every single one of them, 3D. Okay, would you do me a favor and just sort of like look up what I'm supposed to hit this guy with? Because we have Freeze and Coil suggested. I'm wondering if maybe there's something that actually does more damage.
Apparently it is Freeze in the first form and Coil in the second.
That does not...
It's...
Well, okay. That doesn't seem like it's doing that much damage. God. There's a password straight to the credits.
There's also a password to just skip the intro.
I'm done with this, man. This sucks.
Wily Capsule, primary weakness, Freeze Cracker, other weakness, Wild Coil, Charged, or Thunderbolt.
Alright, I'm gonna try it one more
This is the
time.
last boss.
I'm gonna try it one more time. I was already ready to not be playing this game anymore when I hit the boss rush, so I'm ready to give
But
up
you're
if
also
this
so
doesn't pan
close.
out. Say what?
But you're also so close to the end. Like, I wouldn't stop if I was right here. Unless I had no idea that I was this close, like I did with,
It's honestly stuff like what is happening right now that is legit aggravating the shit out of me. Like, I am not okay with this.
I'm directing people to other YouTubes.
Ice Cracker for the first phase, huh?
Either that, or Coiled, Charged, or Thunderbolt.
Well, Thunderbolt seems to do the most damage to him.
That's weird, because his primary weakness is the freeze.
Yeah, and yet GameFAQs also said that code was for, like, Wily Stage 3, so I'm starting to think that most people just... What is it then? Yeah, Coil doesn't do any damage either.
Oh, on the first form, no. The first form is Thunderbolt.
Okay. I thought what you had said was...
Freeze.
Yeah, see, I thought what you had said was first form was Freeze, second form was Coil.
No.
Okay. I'm also going to try. I'm just going to try the S adapter.
First freeze, as in like freeze does most damage. Second is coil, like second most damage. But it says primary weakness, freeze cracker. Other weaknesses: wild coil, charged, or thunderbolt. But this is from Mega Man Boss Guides, which looks like a real Angel Fire thing.
Tell you, the real way to win is to not play the game.
You're not wrong.
Oh, right, I can't actually... Alright. Can I be done playing Mega Man 7 now?
If you want. I think that kind of sucks.
This game kind of sucks. Is my response to that. This game was really fun until the Wily stages came along and just decided to be complete shit. Like, it's honestly stuff that I would... Well, like, this is honestly, the level design ever since hitting the Wily stages is stuff that I would not tolerate in any other video game. This is stuff that absolutely would make me stop playing on a casual playthrough. Like, it is bad to that point where I would just be like, you know what, there's other games that I want to play. So why would I waste my time on this?
Yeah. Yep, I can understand that.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna... I've got close enough. I got to the final boss and then went... Screw this. Like, having to watch this animation every single time. And, like, especially if you don't come in fully loaded with stuff, then I don't know how you're really supposed to do this unless you're crazy fucking good at Mega Man 7. And at that point, what are you doing with your life that this is the game that you're good at?
Hot takes on Mega Man 7. So,
if you're good at Mega Man 7, that is a life wasted.
Okay, so then would that mean that this is officially the lowest ranking Mega Man?
Yeah, I think actually I would place this at the very bottom.
Huh.
It suffers from some of the same really weird balancing issues that like Mega Man 3 had, where there's a hard divide in the type of the stages that you're going through, and it almost feels as if a totally different team handled different sections of the game, and it suffers as a result of that. But I don't think that's the case specifically with 7, because obviously this is like the result of them trying to shit a game out in 3 months. And I feel like for the first, like, solid half of the game, it's fine. Like, there's a few levels where it doesn't feel that great, like Turbo Man stage I think is not very good. But when you hit the Wily stages is where it becomes, like, really apparent. Like, I would, if I had to assume, the Wily stages fell at a point in development where Capcom was like, okay, you really need to just have this game out.
I mean, look at it. Just look at what you've got right here.
I mean, look at this.
Just look at it. All that purple and yellow and green, those don't go together.
I just want to watch it one more time.
Great.
So I can remind everyone that the checkpoint is before this. Oh god, Mega Man 7 stinks. On the bright side, 8 is a very good game.
It is.
And
it has
6 was
Man.
Yeah, 6 was really good too. So
yeah,
it's kind of a bummer that in between that, there's this little bump in the road called Mega Man 7.
The dark middle chapter.
Yeah. God, it's, you know, I hate to just be so shitty and in a foul mood an entire stream, but, like, those stages were really just trying my patience. In a way that the only reason I continued to play them as much as I did was because I was streaming it out. Like, I think by, like, Wily 2, if I were just doing this on my own, I would have been like, okay, that's enough Mega Man, and just went and did something else. So I would not normally persevere through something that I don't enjoy that much.
You can probably use Rush Search on Wily. I bet that'll do it.
Oh, you know, well, let's try.
I think that's probably the secret.
You finding something? Oh no! You hurt my dog.
Well, alright, well, never mind.
Oh, he found an
It'd
apple.
be great though. Oh, great.
That's this game in a nutshell.
I actually.
Oh, I wonder if there's something good here. Oh, it's just an apple core.
I kind of was maybe expecting he just pulls up a bomb that kills the boss or something like that was just a secret they put in there.
No, it just kills you. Dr. Wily is fine.
Dr. Wily's always fine. He gets exploded and then he comes back.
Alright, well. I think everyone is at least familiar with the ending anyway of Mega Man going like, alright, it's finally time to kill you, Dr. Wily, and boy, having to go through as much of this game as I have, I would want to put one between Wily's eyes too.
Yeah.
I sympathize with you, Mega Man.
Yeah, that's really the worst part about failing on this is don't get to see the hilarious ending.
That, you know, there's a way around that. Give me a second. I'm going to put in some codes and I'm going to hack this game and we're going to see the ending.
And that's the sound of codes.
That's yes, no, I'm typing in all the codes right now. Oh, hold on.
Putting them into the Game Genie.
Yes, I hit a little error in the matrix there for a second. Okay, I broke through the first firewall. We're almost there.
Okay.
I just have to activate the botnet and hack all the IPs simultaneously. Oh. What's chat up to, by the way, while I'm doing this?
Most people agreeing that Mega Man 7 is not really worth the effort.
I'm surprised that Rom would say such things.
Yeah, it says the final boss is really hard.
It is. That final boss is
Uh,
messed up. Okay. I think I got it.
This is Robbie.
Oh.
oh,
Sorry, hit
what?
something. I hit a thing. Don't look.
Okay.
There's serious hacks happening right now. I'm busting into the game files.
Marino
There we go.
CZW with Zandig. Oh my god, what the fuck just happened?
What do you mean what happened? What are you, blind? Jesus! There was 5 of them! It took 5 of them! Justice Pain! Oh,
Not audible.
Hate Club! Oh, the Hate Club's dead! Nick Gage! Nate Hatred! Who do you think you are? Nobody does this to Zandig! Nobody does this to a wife beater! Zandig, wife beater, Nick Mondo! We are the most ultraviolet force on the face of the earth! Oh my! Oh! Yo, you're gonna die! You are gonna die! I guarantee it! I am gonna kill you! Stop! You people have not seen anything! This is just the start of Fake UTV! I am the ultraviolet icon! This is Robbie Marino! This is CZW, the most violent federation on the face of the earth! You just wait and see how far we're gonna go! I'm out of here!
Yeah, the ending of Mega Man 7 is really weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, that popped up in VLC. What I did was I hacked into like the Legacy 2 like files and I just extracted the MP4 that plays like the actual ending videos. That's what you're seeing there. That's why that had to pop up in a media player thing.
I just like how I was saying it wasn't audible because I had the actual stream muted. And I was just hearing a little bit of it from your mic.
I very faintly heard you kept going like it's inaudible, and I'm just sitting here watching like the bar going all the way to the right. Thinking like, no, it's audible. Yeah. That's Dark Day, Dr. Wily 1. Alright, well we'll be back next week for Mega Man 8, a much better game.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I like 8.
Oh ma.
It took 5 of them.
We'll see you guys next time.